Welcome back, or if you're just joining us, you've landed on the ultimate guide to scaling your Amazon KDP business beyond the 10K a month mark. My name is Peter, and over the past 8 years, I've built a 7-figure self-publishing business. Now I'm on a journey to share the lessons I wish I had a couple of years ago. In part 1 of this video series, we discussed that 10K a month is not the ceiling when it comes to Amazon KDP, and we also discussed the power of branding. In today's video, we'll be diving into the art of selecting your niche and also how you can create a blue ocean of opportunities. So let's start by first exploring a question. And that question is, if you had only 10 seconds and you wanted to build the tallest structure possible with Lego, how would you go about it? I think the answer is that you'd quickly stack the pieces on top of each other, sacrificing stability for height due to the time constraint. The second question is, how would you go about building the tallest Lego structure if you instead have 10 hours? Then the answer is that you'd probably want to build a solid foundation so that you're able to reach the height that you see possible. So this is similar to wanting to build a self-publishing brand that stands the test of time. If you're not stressing about making as much money as possible within the next 3 months, then you will approach building your brand differently. We want to first look at what Amazon wants, and Amazon wants a great customer experience. And who is it that pays us? It's Amazon. So if we're in alignment with what Amazon wants, then that should be what will make us the most money in the long run. So how can we create great reader experiences? We create high quality books. Now, how can we create high quality books? This question is simple, yet it can be a little bit complicated depending on your circumstances. To create a high quality book, we first need to understand our customers, their problems, and the words they're using, because otherwise we'll be speaking Greek to someone who's only speaking Japanese. In an ideal world, your brand would align with your interests and also be in high demand. That way, you're starting off with an advantage, even if you don't write the books yourself and you hire writers, because you will immediately know if they know their stuff or not. So for instance, I once hired a writer for a workout book. I test hired him, and I could immediately tell that he lacked genuine knowledge because I'm a personal trainer, and I could see that he was describing an exercise movement that is meant to train the shoulders. However, he put that under the section of abdominal exercises. And when it comes to knowing the language of your niche, this can also play a crucial role. So for example, in the fitness world, you wouldn't say, oh, your workout has really paid off. You're looking quite angular now. No, instead you'd say, you look shredded or you look ripped. But what if our interests don't align with a topic that is in high demand? The first thing I'd do is I'd question, is that really the case? Are there no books that are selling well under this topic? And if that's the case, then we transform the problem into a question, which in this case is, how can we build a brand even though we aren't interested or we don't have experience in the topic? The answer to this question, or how I would answer this question, is hiring an editor with knowledge about the topic, because then they can act as the gatekeeper and ensure that the facts are correct and that we're ultimately providing a great customer experience. And if you want to go to the next level, then you can also have the editor review the outline before it's sent to the writer, so the writer is set up for success. In the first video, I mentioned that we don't want to simply try to make a copy of an existing brand. Instead, we want to try to figure out a unique angle that will scratch an itch that the reader might not even be aware that they have. We will shortly dive into how to go about finding this unique angle and examples of successful books and brands that are doing this well. But first, let's get clear on the reasons why people buy something, because this will later help us when we're looking for that unique angle. People are buying something to either make money, save time, save effort, escape mental or physical pain, get more comfort, achieve better health, get praised, feel more love, increase popularity or social status. Let's now look at an example of an established brand who's been able to tap into 3 of the reasons that people buy. just by their unique angle. I'm talking about the 4 Dummies series. Their mission is to make hard to understand topics accessible for the average reader by providing easy to use books on many different topics. We can clearly see how this scratches the itch of saving time, effort, and escaping mental pain. Here's an example of a self-published author that was quite big when I got started. Now it looks like he hasn't self-published a book under this author profile for 8 years. Yet these 22 titles are still bringing him passive income every month. We can see in his author bio that he took the angle of helping people save money with his text, Proven Internet Business Strategies for the Price of a Coffee. Quality information shouldn't be expensive. The so-called internet gurus love to charge exorbitant prices, knowing this prevents many average folks from achieving success online. He's also using the us versus them, which can be a powerful marketing strategy that hijacks our tribal brain. If we look at his titles, we can also see how he's angling the subtitles to be in alignment with at least one of the reasons that people buy. For example, My Blog Traffic Sucks, 8 Simple Steps to Get 100,000 blog visitors without working 8 days a week, taps into saving time and effort, as if working 8 days a week doesn't sound like much fun. So when we're thinking about creating an angle for our books and brand, we want to think about the destination that the readers want to get to, while ideally minimizing the effort required in the journey. For example, when people buy flight tickets, all of them are thinking about the destination. However, the journey there is less painful when you're flying business or first class. Hence, it attracts its own specific group of buyers who aren't necessarily interested in saving money, but rather prefer comfort and possibly an increase in their social status. So when you're starting off with your brand, having the goal of dominating the entire niche might be too lofty. However, if you instead say that you want to dominate a certain thought or desire that a section of your niche audience have, then that's much more attainable. For example, your recipe books might not be able to beat Gordon Ramsay's when it comes to taste, but you might be able to find a unique angle so that when people want a specific style of recipe books that will save them time, for example, then they come to you. So the part 2 of scaling your Amazon KDP business beyond the 10K a month mark has reached its end. But don't worry, because in the next video, we'll continue our quest and we'll discover how you can scale while still maintaining quality. I'll give you some golden nuggets, such as the trick I use to weed out bad editors, and I'll give you a glimpse into my own publishing system that allows me to avoid working 8 days a week. So click the subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.